Good afternoon, everyone. I am Pratik, and it's an honor to be here today, and honestly a bit surreal. To be standing here today surrounded by Nikhil's friends, family, colleagues, and chosen people from all corners of the world. We've gathered in this city he loved so much, Nashville. His adopted home, the place where his heart beat to the rhythm of guitar strings and therapy sessions. As we move through this celebration, you'll hear stories, music, memories, some that will make you laugh, some that will break your heart, and all of them reminders that Nikhil's spirit is still very much alive in each and every one of us. Let's honor him in the most Nikhil way possible, with truth, with warmth, with laughter, and with love. We'll start with a minute of silence, and I ask that we think, I'll be thinking about the ways that I will keep Nikhil's memories and honor Nikhil continuously. Thank you.
The summertime, there's a sadness in the sky. The clouds are nice, the salty breeze that blows them by. The terrace scenes with friends of friends we will never see. The sunrise strikes when we were 17. It's been a while, my old friend. The times that we shared were different. The blurry night of 2014, I can taste in my cup of memories. And we'll go and we talk and we walk all alone. We grew up fast, things like time never really last. The lonely years in college came and went away. We were more chilled out, but time has passed and instilled doubt. The Chennai heat embedded in our lives for eternity. took and we walked all alone. We grew up fast, things like time never really last. The lonely years in college came and went away. We were more chilled out, but time has passed and instilled doubt. The Chennai heat embedded in our lives for eternity. It's been a while, my old friend. The times that we shared were different. The blurry nights of 2014, I can taste in my cup of memories. We'll go and we'll go and we'll go. We'll go and we'll go and we'll go. We'll go and we took and we walk all alone.
At this time, I would like Nikhil's friends and family from Chennai who would like to say a few words to please come up.
A bit of apologize. Ramiro is the best friend.
I don't know what to say. I think it's hard. I've known Nikhil for a while. Yeah, we started school together in Billabong. It was Rasika. She was the first one there in class. So I was second grade. So I've known him for a while. I don't know. I didn't prepare anything. When I think about it, I look around the room, and it's interesting. There are so many different people here. I didn't get a chance to speak to most of you, but I can see everyone comes from quite different backgrounds, different interests. Good testament to how Nikhil really was. He was good with everyone, spoke to everyone, and that was something in school too. Growing up, cliques, like people speaking to each other. But Nikhil was very good with speaking with everyone. Right? He was a friend to everybody, everyone knew him. They knew him for his talents, they knew him for being nice. Yeah, you know, I guess, I know I'll miss him, I know we all will miss him. I guess I don't have much else to say, you know, it's a lot, he's a good person, and I think he'll stay with us for a long time. get some of that.
Thank you.
Alright, so,
Thank you.
Really glad to see so many faces here celebrating Nikhil. Going to start off with that. Don't have anything prepared to, so I'm just going to start off by saying I moved to Chennai when I was 13 years old. Nikhil was one of the first friends I made. We were actually in APL together. I remember weekend, it was my birthday, and he just was like, hey bro, let's go out. We'll go to Besanaga, go to the mall, go to like Daisy Jones and stuff, hang out. And he really opened the door for me to make more friends, especially in Chennai. We did a lot together. I've known him lesser than Avinash and a few others, but he's had a significant impact in who I am today in a very good way. I picked up the guitar as well because of Nikhil. We used to go to class every Sunday, go stop by his apartment, walk together, or meet in class. Right after, we always go get a Tibbs Frankie as well, right opposite. He taught me a lot when it comes to music, life in general. Remember 9th grade, still in APL, he moved back to Bilbao and somehow convinced me to move schools as well. And that's where I got to meet a lot of you Vales guys standing here today. And yeah, while we were in school, Nick was probably talented in a lot of things. Cricket to start off with. He was one of the best cricketers I've known that we've grown up and played with. Keep it light, like one of the funniest incidents I remember in a cricket match is the batsman was really pissing him off and Nick hit bowled really fast. So he was like, he has the audacity to not wear a helmet against me. Bowled a bouncer. Dude was bleeding. Got out the next ball too. Happened to be our end's neighbor as well, so it was funny. We saw him after the game. But yeah, when it came to competition, he was ruthless. He gave it all in the field. Chess was another thing that I also picked up from him. He has been learning chess, I don't know, for ages, before I met him. And my cocky ass thought I could beat him the first time, got humbled really quick. And we used to have the option between chess and drama, and I think most of our class picked chess, and we would play chess like every other day. He was really good at it. Taught me a lot in chess too. Years later, I remember in Indianapolis, I got better at chess too. I was like, oh, let's run it back. Humbled again. Goes to show how good of a chess player he was, right? Not just with music, but with the brains and everything as well. At school, we had a lot of memories, a lot of fun times, a lot of boring study times. But I think some of the things I miss is all of us hanging out in his terrace, going out to Besanagar after that. Those were simpler times, and times then you never thought you would reminisce so much about, right? It's the small things that we all took for granted, but now you look at it, it's like, I don't know, some of the fondest memories, I'm sure not just me, but other people in this room share as well. Yeah, with music too, again, I think Pradeep, our music teacher, he was a fun guy too. He always supported us, and he threw a couple concerts where he realized how good Nikhil was as well. And you know, only I guess, promoted him to excel in music and become, go out and chase his dream when it came to music. Running out of words, to be honest. There are countless memories I can think of, but I think we all know Nikhil was one of the best people we've ever known, like one of my best friends ever. I wouldn't have got to meet all of my friends from Chennai if it wasn't for him. I wouldn't have known anyone, and he was always kind enough to involve everyone in the group. We did have friends of friends we'll probably never see, but the friends of friends are all here, and I'm just gonna end it with that.
Hi, I'm Rasika, and we've known Nikhil since 3rd grade. Nikhil, there's so many things memories Nikhil brings back. I mean, it's one thing to know someone, but I think we literally grew up together, and some of those memories they're so golden in a way. And every time I think about Nikhil, I think about the way he starts off, the way he talks to you. It's always, dude, Rasika. Like, dude, Seth. That's so cool, man. Just the way he talks it's so uniquely him. Nikhil is so many things, but he's just so unique as a person. Like, he is the most non-judgmental, he does not view people for what they do or what they achieve. He views everyone as who they are and what they bring. Do you know what I mean? He values every aspect of a human being. He is so understanding in a way that you can't explain it, and that's so uniquely him. You can come to him about anything. Even if you haven't talked to him for many, many years, he will still give you all of his attention even after all of those years, and he will want to listen to you, he will want to understand, and he will want to help you no matter what you're going through. And that's one of the aspects that I really loved about Nikhil, learned from Nikhil, and learned a lot just by growing up with him. And just like adolescence, teenage years, all through with growing up with someone, it's a lot. Like, a lot of my firsts have been with him and with our friend circle. So to have him not be a part, to have him not be here right now for his own memorial, is kind of weird. And I keep looking for him everywhere, and it still hasn't sunk in, but we're all here together, and it's so nice to be part of Nikhil's life in a way where he's got to experience so much in just a short amount of time. He's got to live life fully and truly, and we get to experience that right now, and that's really special, and that's what he also would have wanted. Yeah.
Anybody else from Billabong school days?
Everybody's already said what they need to say about Nikhil. Nikhil is a very special person. Regardless of whether he's here with us now or not, he always remained in our hearts. The one thing about Nikhil is he never fails to put a smile on your face. He always makes me smile. He always makes everyone feel included. And I don't know how to follow up everybody said whatever they need to say and they needed to say. All the good things have already been said, so I don't want to repeat after anybody, but make it quick and simple. We all love Nick. We all love Nick. We all will always love Nick. So, yeah, that's about it for me.
Shit, it's the wrong thing. There we go. Yeah. Fuck are these guys doing? I think you should put the grounds on the ground. Bloopers. Coffee. Safety. Oops, yeah, that's some kind of rub. Oh yeah, that's gotta go easy on. Yeah, no, that's Nikhil makes my coffee for me every day.
Yo, what's up, internet? It's Duckman. Yeah, Nikhil makes my coffee for me every morning. He also makes my lunch, puts it in a little brown paper sack. Says, you know, he writes Luke on it with a Sharpie.
You got Travis on the synthesizer. We got Luke on the drums. My name is Nikhil, and we're from elsewhere. Give me 500.
At this time, I'd like to invite Indiana friends to come up and share a few words.
Hello, did you do stand up? I don't think this is what he had in mind. So I'm so supportive. It's hard to choose which one to highlight. You were supposed to be part of that, Brandon. What do you want to highlight? His talent, his humor, his sincerity. It's hard to pick. Hundreds of stories have been rattling through my mind for months. But I think the most common comedy callback we had was the banana bread incident. He had recently had a bad burger from Denny's and he was going vegan. He was so mad. He missed banana bread. He was, how do I make vegan banana bread? And so he had been researching for like a month. And tapioca flour is how you do it. That day, there may have been a floury substance involved, and I was going on a bike ride, and he was going to make his banana bread that he had been waiting on for months. And so we used the substance. I go on a bike ride. He's going to make it. It had been 90 minutes. I come home. All the windows are open. All the doors are open. There is black smoke billowing from the house. I walk inside. What is going on, man? And he's just like, nothing. He's waving. It's just all good. How'd it go? I'm looking around. He's got the kitchen clean, and the smoke's starting to clear out. And I had just taken the trash out before I left, and I look in the trash can. It's a clean trash bag, and there's like a piece of rubber at the bottom. I said, "Is that the banana bread?" He said, "No, man, no, it's all good. Don't worry about it." So I took the banana bread out of the trash and I ate it. And he said, "You're being too nice, man." I said, "Here's the truth. This is the weirdest thing I've ever had in my life, but it's actually not bad. It's not bad, man." And anytime anything went wrong again for the next 5 years, it was the banana bread incident. I miss him so much. Another story, we were gonna hit a studio. Him and I both spend our life savings, like $1,000 each, to rent out a studio, and we were both broke. And we're on our way, and we're practicing songs right when we get there, and I'm realizing that I'm the only one in the band that can play to a metronome. So I'm getting worried. I'm like, we just sunk all our money into this, man. We got So I try and get him and our bassist to practice, and our bassist won't practice to a metronome. So I'm like, all right, we're just gonna try it out on the day of. Nikhil stayed up that entire night in this Airbnb studio with just in his boxers and a vest. I woke up, his eyes were bloodshot, and he's like, "I got it, man. I've been playing all night." He got it. He was so dedicated. We had such a great time. Yeah, it's hard to choose what to say, how to put a period on it, and it's not a period, it's a comma. He would want us to keep going and keep living through it. Thank you.
I don't think I need this at all. I'm pretty loud. I come from kind of a different perspective. I've only known Nikhil for, I want to say 8 or 9 years. I don't know. But there's been, in my life, I'm 52. I look 90, but I'm 52. And there's probably been 8, maybe a dozen people I've met and instantly knew that I loved. And I'm going to tell you guys how I met Nikhil. I pulled up in my driveway, and Luke's been a drummer since he was 5, so I'm used to a really obnoxious house. But I got out of my truck, and there were other instruments being played, and not just the drums. And I was like, okay, this is a little different. And I walked in, and there's 2 hippies, Luke being one, and Nikhil being an outstanding young man standing there. And when I walk in, Nikhil stops playing. He just stops, like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I'm in here. He's in my living room. He stopped, and I was like, no, keep going. And I'll never forget that. Jaguar. I'm a guitar guy. I'm a terrible guitar guy, but he and I bonded over guitar. And I just remember how respectful he was. And the other guy, is his name Bill? Travis. I'm pretty sure it was Bill. It's telling that I don't even know his name. And Nikhil is burned into my heart for the rest of my life. He had a way about him to immediately pull you in, and I loved him immediately. Luke loves everybody he's ever met, but I've got an older son who likes no one. He doesn't like people, and he loved Nikhil. Nikhil went on a couple vacations with us, started the family, and he was here, and we loved him dearly. His humor. Luke's grandmother is cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. She's completely nuts, and she was on Xanax, one Xanax a day. And then at some point, her doctor doubled her dose, where she was supposed to take one at night. And Luke was talking to Nikhil, and I wasn't there for this, but I heard it. He was talking to Nikhil, and Nikhil was a mental health professional. So he said, double the dose? And Luke said, yeah, is that bad? And Nikhil said, no, damn, that's just a 2 Xanny Granny. And from there on, she was called 2 Xanny Granny. And the truth is, she needs to be on about 15. 2 Xanny Granny helped. He went on vacation with us. I'm from North Carolina, and my family owns a mountain there, and he's walking with me, and we're going through the old family graveyard. And there's Confederate States of America. Yeah, my family was on the wrong side. But we're walking through, and I'm telling him about the gravestones, family folklore, and he's so interested. And we just start talking, and you just fell in love with that kid like no one else. Like I said, 8, 10 people I've met in my life that I just instantly fell in love with, and he comes to mind first. And now that I've been here, I've known Ramani for a while now. I just had the opportunity to meet Lulu for the first time, and she is a wonderful person. And after meeting the uncles that I've met, the family that I've met, I'm not shocked at how much I love him. This is one of the nicest groups of people I've ever met in my life. And speaking for just the Duckworths of Indianapolis, Lulu and Ramani, thank you for letting him be part of our lives. We treasure the times we have with him.
Hi, I'm John. I'm from the band Pretty Bird. Started it with, Nick was the first person who I got in the band, and we met at a coffee house. And what's funny is I never knew he had an obsession with coffee until just now. So I thought that was kind of weird. Yeah, I mean, it was the same thing. As soon as I met him, like, I knew I wanted him in my band. It was immediate. We would travel a lot together. I was just thinking about this when we would play out-of-state shows. Like, we played a show in Tennessee and one in Kentucky, and me and him would be travel buddies, so we would drive around to these shows and listen to music and just talk about stuff. And yeah, just getting to know him, you know, and then seeing the clip of him playing music just now. That's probably the part I'm missing the most, you know. But there was a time where we were recording at this guy's house, and it's kind of funny. Nick loved his Stratocaster to death, the one, you guys know it, and That guitar drove me nuts. Because every time he would put his hand on the bridge, it would seem to knock it out of tune. Now when you're playing live, it's not really a big deal. When you're trying to record something, it will drive everybody nuts. So me and Clay and Morgan, we had laid down the rhythm tracks. And we did it real quick. We were out at this, and we were probably done in about an hour, maybe an hour and a half. We had everything done. And so then Nick was laying his guitar stuff down, and that guitar just kept going out of tune, and you'd have to retune it. And I'm trying to get him to use my guitar. It's like, here, just use this one. Nope, wouldn't do it. And then he started laying down the solo. And that's when me and Clay he's in the bedroom with this guy tracking the solo. And me and Clay are in the front room. And we're both we're done. We've been here for like 3 hours. Me and him are just sitting there going, oh my God, would you just finish this solo? It's he must have done 15, 20 tracks of that. Morgan actually came in and told us to chill out, But a few weeks ago, I heard that song we were playing, and that solo came on, and it was just like, it made me super happy. Just thinking about that. Getting to spend time with him, playing music, and just getting to know him, and seeing everybody here who knew him. I mean, he was just a great, great person.
Hello, everybody. My name's Clay. I was also in Pretty Bird, played drums. So many good memories with Nick. Hard to pick favorites, and just listening to all of you talk about him just really confirmed to me that, yeah, that's it. That's the Nick I knew. That's the Nick Hill I knew. Your guys' experiences and the way that you remember him is exactly how I remember him. And so I knew that he would be that way, but it's cool to hear it, because clearly he was just the nicest guy ever. I'm not gonna talk very long, I could, but I'm gonna keep it real short. I'm gonna tell you one real quick story, and it's a lighter, funnier story. But one time, me and my wife decided we wanted to go to a haunted house. And so we said, who would maybe go with us to this haunted house? And we thought, Nick Hill might go. I don't know if he's ever been to one. Hey man, you wanna go? Yeah, sure, sounds like fun. And so he tagged along. I still don't know to this day if he'd ever been to one before, but it was fun just over the night kind of keeping an eye on him and seeing how he was doing with all of it, because I wasn't sure if he was like a big scaredy cat or not. he's a normal guy. And so he was doing pretty good. We started off with they have a bunch of different places you can walk through, and there's people trying to scare you. And we were having fun. And he was doing pretty well. He let out a scream here and there, but that's normal. Most people do that. We get to the last thing of the night that we're walking through, and we're having a good time. And we round the corner to leave the end of this area, and you can see about like 50 yards ahead of you. It's just the exit, and you're just walking out. And all the scary stuff was behind us, so we're like, all right, we're done, we're in the clear. Well, little did we know that there was one more worker behind us with a chainsaw that he proceeds to rev up at full volume and start revving this thing up. I have never seen Nick run as fast as he did in that moment. He was gone. He might have been screaming. I couldn't hear it over the chainsaw, but It was the fun. We were all laughing, dying laughing, because that for whatever reason just scared him so much. He left us all behind. We could have all been dead. He didn't care. He had to get out of there. And I just think back on that and how much laughter we had with him, and so blessed to have known him. So thank you.
Hey, I'm Morgan. I'm the fourth from Pretty Bird. Having context from all of you has improved my relationship with Nick. I only knew him in Pretty Bird, so I only knew him as the musical tour de force that he is, right? All energy, all the time. When we would record, and it took 2.5 hours to do one guitar solo, I think it was just because he loved playing guitar. And hearing all of you tell those stories just kind of nails that home for me, that he just loved it. It was just what he loved to do, and that's the context I knew him in, was as a musician. And we would just talk gear all the time. That was it. That was awesome. And that's what he loved, and that's what we all loved. And it was just so much joy all the time with Nick, and that's something that I will always try to cherish from knowing him, is the pure, just joyousness of being in his presence and sharing a stage with him and having all of these memories where I would just look over on my left and he's just over there just dancing, just having the best time, and it's uncapturable. It was awesome. And so I am so thankful for the time that I got with him, and I'm also thankful for all of you sharing these stories that have improved. I didn't know he played chess, right? Apparently he's dope at chess. How cool is that? Like, that's awesome, man. So thank you all for sharing his memories with me, that I may now take those on too. So, thanks.
Beautiful girl, I'm out of words to describe you. To describe you. Tell me a story of the life you wish you had. The grass is greener when you think you've had it bad. The smell of the suburbs in our little home. Old friends and flavors that are so new. I don't speak the language of cowboys and ranch. It's so quite lovely. It's lonely too. Tell me a story of the life you wish you had. The grass is greener when you think you've had it bad. The sound of the silence The coffee is stronger, but I'm still so tired. The air is much cleaner. It's colder too. The story is over.
I guess I'll start with the Nashville friends. That's okay. For those of you who don't know me, I am Pratik. I was Nikhil's supervisor. He usually called me Pratik for some reason. So you might recognize that name better. But yeah, I was Nikhil's supervisor when he joined our team as a mental health therapist. I say supervisor lightly, because let's be real, by the second week, he was giving me life advice over vape sessions in his office. Our relationship quickly evolved, from colleague to mentor, from mentor to friend, and eventually he became the little brother I always needed, complete with his playful jabs, deep talks, and musical debates that come with it. Nikhil often used the phrase, "What would Pratik do?" But today, as I face life's obstacles, I ask myself, what would Nikhil do? I'm so proud of him for how hard he fought while preparing his loved ones for why we're gathering today. Now, I am also an aspiring comedian, so I can't help but think that Nikhil would have wanted us to laugh today, probably at his expense. Nikhil had that rare gift of being both profoundly wise and completely human. And looking back today, even the silliest moments felt intentional. He was a therapist by profession, yes, but in truth, he was a healer in the broadest sense. Whether through music, conversation, coffee-fueled philosophy, or just his grounding presence, he showed up for people. He held space. He carried burdens. And he did it all with the gentleness of someone who knew pain, but chose love anyway. He was also an artist, an aspiring musician, though if you ever heard him play, you'd agree there was nothing aspiring about it. He poured himself into the music, much like he poured himself into his work, fully, imperfectly, and beautifully. So today, we're not mourning the loss of Nikhil. We're celebrating the joy, humor, honesty, and light he brought into this world. We're remembering the guy who would make you laugh while explaining drama theory. The guy who made Nashville his home, but never forgot his roots. The guy who lived with intention, served with compassion, and dreamed with courage. Thank you. I invite anybody else from Nashville that would like to speak.
Hi everyone, I'm Casper, and I would like to share a few small memories. One is just meeting Nikhil. I was at Matt's Friendsgiving, And I think Matt said something like, I love that there were 2 therapists in the room, something like that. And we both, who? And then we just talked all night and just like became so close after that. And I really love and admire the way that Nikhil saw the world. In such like, in an artistic way, in a visual way, and he just was very into photography, and that was something that really like inspired me to look at the small details. I remember he said that when he moved from Chennai to Indiana that he was like taking pictures of all the outlets and the light switches and like everything was just different. And I like have really, I really hope that I can honor him by taking that lens and being able to appreciate the small things like that. And I think a few things that he like loved and really shared with me is like his love of music and his love of driving. And I think about him a lot when I'm driving or when I'm like taking a picture or things like that. And I just really hope that I'm able to honor him through the way that he's changed the way that I see the world. And I don't think Nashville would be the same place without him. Like every place that I know in Nashville is a place that he's shown me. Nashville is Nikhil's place. Yeah, and he lives on here in this city, and I try to remember that every time I'm driving around. Like I get to drive in Nashville today. I think about him a lot when I'm driving in the city. But yeah, thank you.
At least 2 stories that I can think of. I'm Matt, by the way. I met Nikhil a couple months after he moved here to Nashville. Met him the same day that I met Luke. It was actually the day after my birthday, which I didn't know at the time that meeting Nikhil would have been like one of the best birthday gifts that I had ever gotten, and Luke. But it was, but it was, again, like everyone here has said, like Nikhil immediately was one of those people that you meet where it feels like you break that 4th wall where you're like, oh, like I feel like I've known this guy for my whole life, but we're now eating, what was it, sushi, Luke? Was that what it was? I think, yeah. But we quickly became close friends, and I remember we were, this was at a time we were both bachelors, we were on different dating apps, and you would do the thing where you talk to your other bachelor friends, and you're like, oh, like, how are these dates going? They're going well, and we would like bond over like, oh, like, what about your different conversations that you're having with people on Tinder or Hinge? And I would ask him like, well, what are you like sending people as your opening line? Like what's any pickup lines? And we would like trade some of those, and I'd write some down on my phone. I still have a few written down somewhere in a note. But he asked me the same, and I was like, well, I had a really good response with this one opener, which was just, it sounds silly at the time, but like, it was like something that was positive. I think it was something like, oh, like, tell me about a highlight of your week, which sounds lame, it sounds cheesy, and Nikhil tried that. I remember he said that he asked someone like, oh, any highlights of this week to try to start a conversation, and he sent me a screenshot from his phone on Tinder asking that to someone, and then they just replied with, imagine asking someone that. And he says, it didn't work, Matt. So that's easily one of my favorite memories about him. The other one, there was a photo, I'm glad that the photo made it to the slideshow, of for his birthday one year, we all got t-shirts with his face on it as a joke, which again speaks a lot to Nikhil's character that like I've never done that for a friend to like organize a whole thing of like let's all get t-shirts with his face, that'll be so funny, haha. But I remember I showed up at his house, Luke and Nikhil's townhouse, whatever it was, and there was someone already there. I don't remember who it was, but they had the t-shirt on, and Nikhil was like, oh yeah, did you see their shirt? Haha, that's funny. And of course, I walk in with Taylor, and we're both also wearing our Nikhil shirts, and he's like, oh geez. Realizing that like now there's more people, and like more people showed up after us, also with the Nikhil face t-shirts with the pink background, and we ended up finishing out the night at Mickey's, which was his favorite place to go to get a drink. And there was just some random guy they were playing pool with, and we had an extra t-shirt, so we gave him the t-shirt. He also got to celebrate with us. So those are two easily favorite memories. Again, met him the day after one of my birthdays. Honestly, one of the best birthday gifts that I've ever been given. So we'll always be remembering Nikhil. So thank you.
You know, Matt's talking about experiences on dating apps. Unlike some of the wholesome childhood friends that have spoken here today, I actually met Nikhil on Bumble. And I think a lot about how much chance it was that we ended up meeting. And, you know, right away, Nikhil pulled me into this friend group and was so warm and loving. And honestly, before I met him, I hated Nashville. I was so ready to get out of here. I was very, very lonely. And meeting Nikhil really changed my whole adult life. He gave me a community of people that I could care about. And gosh, I just remember, I love hanging out with him so much. I was at a bachelorette party. I'm wearing a sash, and he texted in the group chat, "Mickey's?" Because that was like his tagline. We're doing anything, Mickey's? Go to the bar. And I was like, oh, I gotta get there, because there's nowhere else I want to be other than Mickey's with Nikhil. So I show up with a sash that we're all wearing around, and you know, we just had so many nights like that where we could just have fun and meet people. And I'm so appreciative that I get to be in this room of people who loved him, and just very grateful that I got to spend time with him. So thank you.
I was at the store that day without a rhyme. I climb the mountaintop and I'm out of words. The grass is greener now in this black and white world. The silence creeps around the echoes of change. I think in retrospect about yesterday, and I won't forget that perspectives change. You decide you're very fit. Don't think twice, or you'll be late. But you don't have the time to think it through. You are too late. Yes, that's a little sad, but that's just the way that it is. What would you do? Things are different now. What would you do inside? What would you do? Things are different now. What would you do inside? What would you do? Things are different now. What would you do inside? What would you do? Things are different now. What would you do inside?
I'd like to invite Casper to recite this poem.
Let me go. When I come to the end of the road and the sun has set for me, I want no rights in a gloom-filled room. Why cry for a soul set free? Miss me a little, but not for long, and not with your head bowed low. Remember the love that once we shared. Miss me, but let me go. For this is a journey we must all take, and each must go alone. It's all part of the master plan, a step on the road to home. When you are lonely and sick at heart, go to the friends we know. Laugh at all the things we used to do. Miss me,
he'll let me go.
So these are the people behind this video, Nikhil's best friends. That's Lakshmi, give her credit for that because she stitched together this video. And that's Sid and Sanjana, they were always with him right to the end. So we really liked to put them up here because they really cared about Nikhil in the end. And so this tribute is for them.